Hi, I'm Patty Wilhite. I'm an exclusive buyer's agent with Buyers Broker in Lebanon, Missouri. So to answer the big question, what the heck is an exclusive buyer's agent? Well, it's pretty simple. We work only for buyers, we never list houses, and we never work for sellers. Now, a traditional agent can tell you that they can act as your buyer's broker, but they're only allowed to function in the capacity of a limited buyer's agent. What does this mean? What's the difference between an exclusive buyer's agent and a limited buyer's agent? Well, here's the easiest way to see how the differences affect you. Suppose you have seen a house you love and you call the agent on the sign to see inside. You love it and want to buy it. Now here's where it gets sticky, because now you have to figure out which job the agent can perform for you. Can they represent you in any way? Well, not as a limited buyer's agent. Missouri law does not allow them to work in this capacity on their own listings, or any listings of their entire company unless certain arrangements are made. It's their listing, so no, you don't have a buyer's agent in any form to negotiate on this house, because now all kinds of seller agreements crop up. If their agreement with the seller is to be the seller's agent, they are bound by law to look out only for the interests of the seller. This agreement requires them to tell the seller anything they know about you, like how much money can you borrow, your motivation to buy, and many other personal details. Are you comfortable with this? They may instead have a written agreement with the seller as a transaction broker. This means they will represent no one, only take care of the paperwork and answer any questions about procedure. They can give no advice on negotiating, only handle the paperwork. They represent only the transaction. This isn't too helpful if you were counting on advice and help with negotiating. Or they may have a written agreement with the seller to be a disclosed dual agent. The written agreement with the seller gives them permission to represent both the seller and the buyer. Are you willing to also sign this dual agency agreement? Well, if someone was suing you over a fence line, would you hire your opponent's attorney to represent you too? I don't think so. Complicated, isn't it? The scope of this video is too limited for me to be able to really explain all the choices you have to either be represented or not be represented. So I suggest that you go to our website, LebanonBuyer.com, where you'll be able to read an actual Missouri broker disclosure form. You should be given this form anytime you make a second appointment with an agent, and if you don't, big red flag. So, before you call the agent whose name is on that yard sign, realize that you're going to have to look out after your own best interests and keep your personal information to yourself. Or you can hire an exclusive buyer's agent. Wouldn't that be a lot simpler? Call us. That's what we do.